We are currently ushering in the Age of Aquarius. Every 2,000 years, we close out an era and we step into a new era. Every 2,000 years, we enter the energy of one of the zodiac signs, and as we pass through each of these signs over approximately 2,000 years, when we have gone through all 12, that is considered a great year or a grand year. To be alive during the closing out of a era and to be around to help usher that out and break down those old paradigms and bring forth the energies that resonate to carry forth and to create the new energies and the new ways of being for that new great age is a very divinely orchestrated time to be alive. It feels very destined, and I think it is really the underpinning energy of why we are all awakening and really being drawn to healing work that includes shadow, light work, breaking down old paradigms, and constructing new ways of being. So if you are drawn to watch this video and the fact that you are alive and in an incarnation right now, drawn to this kind of work, that is destined. Great ages within that great year, going for 2,000 years, it's a big deal. It's not a small thing. Like when you look at even just say a full moon in the energy of one zodiac sign and the impact and influence that that can have for expansion and growth is big on its own. If you consider a 2,000 year span, era built on the foundation of one sign, this isn't just a little energy. This is whole civilizations, entire societies and ways of being created on the shoulders of that zodiac sign. To get to what the Age of Aquarius is, today I would like to talk to you about the eras that we have been through, the last several, and where that leads us now. At Age of Taurus, and then we entered into Age of Aries, and then we entered Age of Pisces, which we are currently exiting and entering into Age of Aquarius. Now, it takes a whole lifetime, a whole human lifetime to exit one and enter another, and it is like even like say the energies of a full moon going into the next phase is kind of hazy. It's like kind of in one energy, flowing into another, and that's just over a couple of days. So when you're looking at exiting and entering a whole era, it does take time and it is a little bit confusing and hazy in the middle, which is what we're experiencing. And I think it is just good to know because it helps us on an individual level kind of understand why we are called to the work we are and why things can be a little bit confusing, and looking at the ways society is right now and us wanting to break down a lot of that, this is why. So let's start by looking at the Age of Taurus and then go through Age of Taurus, Age of Aries, Age of Pisces to kind of understand what energy we are creating for ourselves at the moment. For some of this, I will be looking at my notes because I don't want to forget any of the information. So Age of Taurus, which was approximately between 4000 to 2000 BCE, this was ruled by the element of Earth, the symbol of the bull, and the feminine planet Venus. Themes surrounding this era were agriculture, goddess worship, fertility, stability, material abundance, and beauty. So civilizations from the time such as ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, which I feel like I just butchered, but I'm going to keep going. These were the civilizations that prospered during this time and that were built on it. So this period was rooted in the earth with feminine and nature-based spirituality and temples. And this is where, like when I think of my work, so the Goddess Within Oracle, I see this as the Age of Taurus. So this, it could be called Age of Taurus. And this is where a lot of the work we do is about the rising of the divine feminine, and it's tapping back into the energies of Age of Taurus, where feminine energy was sacred and respected. And if you just look into the energies of the civilizations of the time, you can really see that, as I was saying earlier, the whole structure of society is whole civilizations are built on the energies of that time. So then the Age of Aries, that came next. So again, I'm going to consult my notes so I don't forget any of my points. So as happens with each turn of an era, the Age of Aries rejected the themes of Age of Taurus and then reformed them. And this is something that I find interesting as well, is I think sometimes if we're more aware and conscious of the fact that we're entering a new age, we can bring through some of the energies that worked in the past era, whereas in eras gone, that was not necessarily the case. So the Age of Aries took out the Age of Taurus. The Age of Age of Aries occurred roughly between 2000 BCE and 0 CE. The themes of this time were leadership, action, war, conquest, and individualism. So it's everything that you would expect of Aries, ruled by the element of fire, the ram symbol, and the masculine planet Mars. So we have the masculine energy coming in and kind of replacing and taking out the sacred feminine, the honoring of the sacred feminine, and bringing in that warrior-like masculine energy. So civilizations built upon this time. So we have Rome, Sparta, and Persia. The implementation of patriarchal systems reached far and wide, holding domain over culture. So again, whole civilizations being built upon that energy. We can picture the Age of Taurus by thinking of, say, a heavily pregnant woman near an ancient Egyptian temple, looking over the abundant harvest that's going to feed her family, and her taking a moment to close her eyes and be thankful, give gratitude towards the deities of the time. And then when I think of the Age of Aries, I think of two warriors in the Colosseum with the crowd going crazy, blood dripping off them, a lion roaring in the background, like that really passionate masculine Aries energy. And just as I consider the goddess within the reclaiming of Age of Taurus, I consider my divine masculine healing oracle as healing the Age of Aries. So then we have the Age of Aries ushered out and replaced by the Age of Pisces, the energy that we are currently leaving right now. I again got my trusty notes so I don't miss anything to do with the Age of Pisces. So we have the Age of Pisces beginning approximately in 0 CE and coming to a close now. Ruled by the element of water, the mystical planet Neptune, and symbolized by the fish. Themes included faith, duality, codependence, mythic associations, organized religion, and illusion. This era has placed an emphasis on the savior, gurus, and suffering as a path to transcendence. So now we stand at the precipice of great change as we usher in the Age of Aquarius. The Age of Aquarius, approximately now until 4000, is ruled by the element of air, the planet Uranus, and the symbol of the water bearer. Themes of this era include liberation, collective awakening, and rebelling against outdated hierarchies. Tech innovation, weaving together science and spirituality, mind and body, and individualism with unity will be core markers of this time. Very air element. The watery and mystic energies brought in by Pisces will not be completely dispelled, but will be held by the water bearer. The water bearer holds the water but distributes it using the mind. Knowledge and healing brought in droves, not via a guru, but by the inner intuition as a guide. Not seeking outside for a savior, but coming together to share information for raising of consciousness. The Age of Aquarius is neither feminine or masculine. It is about the two meeting in the middle. It is about breaking down codependence and coming up with new ways of being in relationship. It is more about freedom and liberation, not so much codependence, and coming up with new ways of being in relationship that are more about true connection and not just a sense of need or codependent ways of being together. The Age of Aquarius is, to me, it's like where yin and yang meet. So it's about feminine and masculine and about the healing of the two, the integration of the two. It is about, well, the way I can consider it is just as we had the ways of imagining Age of Taurus, Age of Aries, and Age of Pisces. When I envision what Age of Aquarius would look like, it is about somebody sitting in their room in solitude, but looking up on their computer, things like this. It is doing the healing work. It is liberation and freedom and solitude, but also deeper connection and coming together to share our knowledge. So it's not about looking at, say, a video like this, looking for the Jesus, the Buddha, the Savior. It's looking for something that will help the inner intuition, the inner remembrance. It's us all coming together in unity to share and uplift without being one is more knowledgeable than the other. It is about coming together to share and lift ourselves up as one. This video barely scratches the surface of the topic, but it is one that I wanted to put up now that I'm out of writing. I really just needed to stop making videos and write and be in like hermit writing mode. But now I feel ready to make this kind of content again. And I thought this was a great place to start because back in 2016, my first video on this channel was about the Age of Aquarius. And I thought it would be a perfect way to kind of enter in this new chapter by revisiting the topic from a different vantage point to what I had all those years ago. The work I am currently doing is related to everything that I spoke about in this video. It is a deck that combines feminine and masculine, and also a deck on the Age of Aquarius. In the meantime, I would also like to continue doing content like this again. I've really missed it. If there's anything that you would like to have covered, let me know what the topics are below. I would really love to know what you would like to see. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you again soon.